is Violet. They're both good to go. So game number 1 of this Division 1A match for CTL Season 32 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And away we go. We kick off Thursday Thunder with a bang. Or a thunderclap, I mean, if you want to be corny about it. But let's go ahead and introduce our 2 players here today, starting out on the left-hand side. A roller from the United Kingdom with a PP of 5.98 million points on the NTSC version of NES Tetris. Already in a bit of trouble here, actually. We'll pause the introduction here just so we can make sure that Sam gets out of this, which it looks like he is going to. Bit of an early scare there for Sam, but he seems to have now gotten it resolved. Anyway, back to our normal scheduled programming here. Yeah, one-time finalist of CTL, finished 2nd place in Season 21. That was the season where we saw Gerald Freeman win. Has also made it to the semifinals in Season 23 and has made it to the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons. Hoping to make that 3-year, has started out the season 3-0 with wins against Alice, Alkatsu, and ID Kirby. It is Sam Vaughn. And his opponent, also from the UK. We're all staying up really late for this match here. With a PB of 1.66 million points. She is also a roller, competing in her first Division 1. This is her debut in Div 1, but has been climbing the ranks steadily in the past handful of seasons, but only made her debut in CTL back in Season 27. Now, mind you, that was only a little bit over a year ago. And promoted back-to-back from Div 4 to Div 2 in her first 3 seasons. Took 2 seasons in Div 2 to go up. Got up to Division 1 on the back of a really intense playoff battle with Portal. I believe, if I recall correctly, Violet was 3-1 down in that match, but came back to win it 4-3. Currently 1-3 on the division, with a win against ID Kirby, losses to Alice, Scooty, and Critical Lapis. Can't you get win number 2 here today? It is Phloxae. It is Violet. Hello, Tayo. Good to see you. Let me scroll through up and just say hello to everyone in the chat. What's up, Cobra? What's up, of course, I mean, SV and Violet, obviously. What's up, Sky? Tugi, hello. What's up, Brogod? I might have been missing someone there. 356 for SV, 353 for Violet. These 2 players do have a little bit of competitive history against each other, mostly contained to the friendlies verse as well as in the in-person tournament verse. This is actually the first time in terms of a match for ELO that these 2 are facing off against each other online, but they have had 2 bouts in the in-person tournaments. In CTWC Austria, they faced off in the top 8, as well as at CTUK 2025. Both times, Sam was the victor, 3-0. At CTUK, of course, Sam is the 2-time champion. Very nearly made it 3 in a row. But was unfortunately stopped in his tracks by a breakout win for Evesy in 2025. We'll be hoping to claim that crown back this year in 2026 for CTUK. Sam on 480, Violet 494. At several 600k paces at the halfway mark of 65 lines, but never managed to hold on to it. You want to learn about sports psychology, esports mental. Yeah, it's sort of the thing where you kind of have to shut off that part of your brain that like notices that you're on pace, because that can be your biggest enemy. Like if you notice that you're on a really good pace, more often than not, you're going to just top out because it's the only thing you can think of. And like everything goes out of the window in terms of like the rhythm you were in, and like being super focused on where you're putting pieces, because now you're trying to balance that with, okay, I can't take burns or all that sort of stuff. So it is a really difficult skill to learn. And even players at this level sometimes can struggle with it too. Sam will go into level 19 first at 598. Doesn't get that bar all the way over, but does get another 5 tap to account for it. Violet with a 566. Tetris both players, 666 for Sam, 602 for Violet. Pretty close here. All things considered, just a 2.5 Tetris lead, and Sam is 5 lines ahead at the moment, so we are relatively even in terms of pace here so far. Last season, Sam ranked in the top 3 of all Division 1 players for fair median score with an over 1.25 million. Was only bested by the 2 finalists in Blue Scooty and Alex T. Also ranked in the top 5 for fair 38 percentage, so the amount of games that went to level 38. And also ranked in the top 5 for both max outs and winning percentage in matches. 910 for SV, 737 for Violet. Hi, Alice. I didn't see all of your CTL match, but I hope, or CTM match, but I hope it went well, or at least well enough. Sam up a bit high here, had to plug with an L piece there. It does get it back open. Gets another bar in column 8 to open back up the well. Ooh, and Violet here in a bit of trouble, up really high. Does get a bar over for a double. Nice J piece here. But now Z dependent gets a square to at least burn the double for now. Gets the well back open. Violet, especially in her earlier days, really built a reputation for being not only aggressive, but being able to get out of insane digs as well, and she's showing just why she earned that reputation. Still has that in her arsenal when needed. Sam is already into level 29 here with a B13. Violet 913, so a 200,000 point lead here for Sam. Couple of misdrops here for Sam, though, but showed really strong post play in his last match that he played in. That was against Akatsu yesterday. Oh, but Violet's gonna top out 997, just shy of the max out. Sam on B73 is gonna take game at number 1 here. So opens the scoring. And Sam, of course, is going to play this out. He might as well. Currently on E24. Still definitely on course potentially here for a rollover. Tetris, E82. Takes the triple, gets back over to the right side. The winner is the one with more cats. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Give him the bar, give him the bar. Oh, has to close off the well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, enter Ultra Instinct. Exactly. I'm glad that, like, we're all on the same page. The players, me, you guys in chat, we're all on the same page on how to get better at this game. You know? We're just all so in sync. And that's really great to hear. Ooh. Sam didn't get that T piece all the way over, so now he's left with a bar dependency here on the left-hand side, but gets the 5-tap over. And gets the dirty Tetris. Both players at one point or another were in receipt of votes for the Premier Poll. Sam has been consistently ranked in the top 10 for the past 4 months running, was ranked 9th in the last edition of the Premier Poll. Violet has not been ranked, at least the top 25 of the official Premier Poll rankings, but did receive votes in December, which got her in 38th place of all eligible players. Sam also ranks consistently in the top 10 for game statistics. That's stats such as FMS, fair median score, as well as fair 19, 29, and 39 transition. An interesting stat that I did note yesterday as well. Sam is only in the top 20 in terms of fair median 19 transition score, but still ranks in the top 10 for fair median 29, and we've seen this in multiple games from him. While he might not have the strongest scores out of 18 into 19, he keeps up the aggression and efficiency going from 19 into 29 and is able to sort of break into leads as a result of that, even if he goes in behind on level 19. Sam currently leads 286, Violet on 245. In those same statistics, Violet is in and around the top 30 in game stats. Her best performing stat is top 25 in low range. As there is a high range and low range calculation of all scores from matches. 338 for SV, 340 for Violet. Yeah, stuff like faster speeds can definitely influence, or like not influence, but like they can warp perception of like game speed a little bit. Like if you play a lot of like 19 or 29, for example, 18 can feel slower. Just like if you were playing like level 9 or level 12 a lot, 18 and 15 can feel quite a bit faster than after that. It is a pretty funny phenomenon. The players have reached 100 lines now. 464 for Sam, 417 for Violet. Sam is 10 lines ahead. Simul Tetris for both players. Sam about to hit level 19 transition here shortly. And take one more Tetris before then. Sam goes in at 580. Tetris is to go in at 604. I've had times where like that as well, where yeah, like my reaction time can just go way down, and like everything just feels way more difficult. There's times where like that kind of warps everything for me, to the point where like nothing like feels quite right, in a sense, where like you're just really like jaded and fatigued and all that. It's not a nice feeling. I completely get you. Nice adjustment of that T for the J-Tuck, where Sam gets another Tetris. Sam now ahead by over 200,000 points here in Violet. 765 on level 22. Violet on 530. Bit of a square spire here for Sam, but is burning it back down and making it much more manageable to deal with. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely not like I was always like had moments of like fatigue or sort of jadedness, but yeah, 10 times worse. 10 times worse since getting COVID and all that. I do what I can to like fight through it. Hence why like I do so many restreams and all that sort of stuff, and just like try to battle through it anyway for, you know, you guys and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it is hard sometimes, man. Sam's setting up for a really aggressive column 8 Tetris, but fighting to try and keep the well open. Does finally get the bar, gets a Tetris 875. Sam with a couple bar dependencies now, but getting another dirty Tetris there. That one was 6 high. Violet with also a column 8 Tetris open in row 2. Gets the bar over, gets a Tetris. 945 now for Sam. 632 for Violet's now an over 300,000 point lead here for Sam. Is 14 lines ahead, but I think even with that, Sam very comfortably with the pace lead here. Violet, a couple misdrops here, and she's gonna top out at 637. Just an unfortunate set of misdrops there. Couldn't recover, and Sam will take game 2 here. Yeah, it didn't look fun. Didn't look fun at all. If you try to push through it, you just get in a crash and your symptoms go up in severity. Yeah. That happened to me at CTWC. I was already feeling pretty awful before I went, and I pushed through it for the trip and for the flight. So already going through a 12-hour flight to get to LA was bad enough and made me even sicker. Then deciding on a whim, and because I was asked to by a couple people, to help with setup, also did not help things. So then, come tournament day, I qualify in and have to play. That doesn't help. And then, to top it all off, I decide smartly that, you know, I'm not gonna tell it. Well, I'm not gonna tell anyone or like quit on this because, you know, I flew halfway across the world to be here, so I'm not gonna give in. I do most of round 1 on gold bracket, with Omenvoir. And I was in so much pain. Oh my goodness, Sam. This is E38. Sorry to distract there for a second, but this is an incredible Mullen again as Sam on course here, potentially at a second shot to get a rollover here. Got 1.5 in the last game. Got one level 35. This is insane. Tetris F58. Oh my goodness, the stacking. Oh, there it is. That's the rollover into 37. And he's setting up again and gets another Tetris. How much higher can this go? 1.7. Can get 2 more Tetrises here. Goes to the Aki bar. He's going for as high as he can. There it is again. Oh, is he? Oh, didn't get the tuck of the J. Could have gotten the 1.8 into. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. C-Tap 3 Scooty versus Bendy. Cool, cool, cool. How did that go? Well, I can assume how it went, but tell me. Tell me all. Spill the beans. Or are you gonna say, we'll go watch it? 3-0 Bendy? There's beans everywhere now. Oh, sorry, Orlando, my bad. Oh, damn. Nice. Good for Bendy. A bit of a dangerous board here early on for Sam. Both players in a drought, but Violet will get a Tetris out of it. Sam on 50k, Violet also on 50k. Uncharacteristically, Violet getting 2 push 10 points there at the beginning, rather than the traditional 1. Let's see if that is a stroke of good luck, or what happened there. Sam gets a very nice cleanup done, and we'll get a Tetris. Avoids early disaster here in game 3. Yeah, so that game, just double checking there. That game 2 from Sam, yeah, that would rank in the top 40 of all-time scores in the 39 cap era. So that is, I believe, it's either 40th or 39th. I'll need to double check again, but I'm pretty sure it is in the top 40. Sam on 147, Violet 220. This guy saying SV has been getting real intimate with the top of the board this set, but just refusing to let it take him out. Yeah, just friend zoning it. Leading it on to believe that maybe I will finally get to score to top out. But not happening. Like Sam's like, you know, you're a cool Tetris board and all, but you know, I already have the crazy pace and just getting to 39 in my phone book. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. 293 for Sam, 337 for Violet. Pizza? What are you having, Chen? What flavor if you're having pizza? Dirty Tetris there for Violet. Tetris for Sam as well. I would have pizza, but I don't have anything to have with the pizza. I don't really like eating just pizza on its own. I'll usually have some garlic bread with it, but someone ate all the garlic bread, and that someone was me. Well, I didn't eat all, but Sierra also had a baguette as well, so. $7. $7 a slice. That's not very good. I mean, I don't know about like American or whatever pricing, but like that doesn't seem like a good deal. $3.49 for Sam, $4.80 for Violet. So Violet now with about a 5.5 Tetris lead. Nice clean board. Both players are in the midst of a drought at the moment. Must-win game here for Violet, of course. She is 2-0 down. It is a best of 5, first to 3, so if Sam wants to take another game here, the match would be over. Sam gets cleaned up, gets a Tetris, up to 384. Level 19 transition on the horizon. And Sam goes in at 408. 539 here for Violet. So Violet holding a 140,000 point lead. But with how strong Sam has been once we've gotten into the faster speeds, can she maintain that? And it becomes sort of a question on how you can still get, I mean, you can still get dollar slices in New York, but I know they're like harder and harder to come by. Yeah, I mean, I've heard. I used to watch a lot of like the Dave Portnoy pizza reviews when I was younger. I haven't tried like American pizza before though. $623 for SV, 708 for Violet. So lead now cut down to about 80,000 points. Tetris is slammed back and forth by both players here. Tetris, Sam again, 742. Violet, 796. We're on level 24 now, so about the halfway stage of the post play here. Lead is now just about a Tetris and a half in favor of Violet. 924. Sam on 841. Gets a bar over. Gets a Tetris up to 873. Orlando, why are you asking me as if I can influence this somehow? Well, I could, but I'd be sacrificing integrity for that. 944 for Sam, 976 for Violet. Both players on the cusp of a max here. Tetris for Violet max out into 28. Tetris for Sam max out in 28. And Violet goes into 29 first at A85. Sam with A84, so just 1,000 points separating their scores into 29 here. Violet with a nice 5-tap to get that bar left. Sam keeping a nice even board, takes the triple rather than go aggressive for the Tetris. Oh, but Sam with a couple misdrops here. Oh, and just like that, is gonna top out at B12. A rare misstep early on in 29 there for Sam. And Violet will take a game here at B85. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Now, don't forget, we do have 3 matches scheduled in today. After this match concludes, we do have 2 more really stacked ones in the match list here. After this one will be Blue Scooty, our 5-time back CTL champion from season 25 to season 29. We'll be facing off against Alice. And then our stream will conclude with our reigning champion, Alex T, going up against Winterra. So if you've just gotten here from a raid or otherwise, get comfortable, because so much high quality Tetris today only on CTL. Strong starts out of the gate for both players. 115 for Sam, now 138 with that Tetris, 137 for Violet here. Sam with a column 8, row 5 Tetris set up here. He's getting dreaded, but gets the bar eventually for a Tetris. Perfect well transfer and another Tetris. You love to see that. Tetris for Violet as well. It's back and forth and neck at the moment, 243 to 262. Tetris for Sam again, 335. And another simul Tetris for both here. This game has continued to be a really close one, similar to how we were throughout stretches of the last game here. Sam on 406, Violet 406 as well. Just one single is all that separates them so far. All of Sam's matches so far, leading up to this one, have gone the distance to Game 5. It's why we have been calling Division 1A the division of deciders, as most players, the majority of their matches have gone the distance. I mean, ID Kirby, all of his matches have gone to Game 5. Alice, all of hers have gone there. Sam's, all of his have gone there. Most of Critical Lapis's has. And could this match be no different? Only time will tell. 543 for Sam, but with a long bar dependency in column 5. We'll plug it with a J piece for the time being. Violet's board also a bit rough here. 503. Might be down to who gets out of this first, but level 19 is looming. Sam is going for a dirty column 3 Tetris. Really commits to it. Takes the triple with the J and gets the dirty to go to 577. And Violet now also going for one before transition. Sam will go in at 581. 525 here for Violet. Yeah, two difficult board states here for both players to deal with as they enter into transition, but it looks like both are dealing with it as Sam is now clean and Violet is burning back down, so it looks like both players should be fine here. Although Sam is coming back up to the top of the board, but has been here many times before so far in this set, and has somehow managed to find a way out. Sam on 602, Violet 577. I didn't notice anything, Tayo. I listened to my mic in my headphones, so I didn't notice anything. Anyone have audio change for 20? Unfortunately, no. We don't carry change here. We're just we're a card only facility. Speaking of money and change, if you got some change lying around, why not put it into our match arena? We're currently sitting at $201.75 on the prize pool. All proceeds from our match arena go towards our players at the end of every season. We aim to pay the best players who make it to the Div 1 playoffs. Our top 4 usually, if we get to at least $1,000. But past couple seasons, we have a stipulation. If we had $2,000 on the prize pool, we'll be able to pay out all of our top 8 who make it into the big dance of the playoffs. We still have 4 contribution codes left, which put an extra 25 cents each into the prize pool. If 4 of you were to put some contribution codes in now, we would be up an extra $1 on the prize pool. You can do that as part of any donation you have, or just on its own as well, and no extra cost. Again, at that Matcherino link. When we have already one of those codes gone to go up to $202. Thank you, Chen, for the 25 cents in the prize pool. But yeah, when those codes are gone, they are gone. So get them while you can. Dirty Tetris for Violet. 927 for SV. 877 for Violet. Tetris again, 911 and 996. So Sam ahead by 80,000 points. Violet keeping up the aggression though. Tetris 946, but now with a hole in the stack on the left-hand side in row 3. Violet goes in at 955 into level 29, burning right back down, gets the board nice and low, gets that T left. B07 here for Sam. Violet is going for the Tetris. Gets a Tetris max out into level 30. B05. A little bit of a messy board. Gets a long bar dependency open in column 8. Plugs it with a J piece for the time being, but Sam not slowing down at all at the efficiency. Tetris to go to B68. He wants to kill this match off. Gets another to go to 1.2. Violet's trying to keep up here. Does keep the well open, but has to close it one piece too early. That bar came, and now with a crucial 5-tap needed to try to get up over. Gets a J over, but needs something else right to burn, but can't get anything to burn. And Violet will be done at A32. A noble fight. But Sam with a C24 will take Game 4 ends the match and wins the set 3-1 and finally escapes the decider cycle that he's been on. Your winner for match 1 of Thursday Thunder, Sam Vaughn! Sam saying I was perishing like SpongeBob. But yeah. But GG's both players. That was a really strong performance from both Sam and Violet there. We'll go ahead. A match is about to get underway. It's SV, it's Akatu. They're both ready to go. So let's get this game number 1 underway, Merlando, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And identical openings from both players. Same pieces, of course, confirmed. So let us go ahead and get some good old introductions. Love introductions. Love them because they fill time. And also you get to know about the players in case this might be your first time here. So starting out on the left-hand side, a roller from the United Kingdom with a PB of 5.98 million points. Started competing in the CTL all the way back in the CTL Infinite days. Back when that was a thing. Has been in Division 1 consistently since Season 18. Runner-up in Season 21. That is the only playoff finals he's been to. Got as far as the semifinals in Season 23 and has made the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons. Hoping to make that 3 with a win here today. Really pushing the possibility of that. It is Sam Vaughn, SV. And his opponent, keyboard rolling out of Finland with a PB of 2.17 million points. One of our newer faces in Division 1 competition. Only got promoted in Season 29 after what has been a meteoric rise. Only started competing in CTL in Season 22. Was the winner of the Champions Summit in Season 25. And this is his second Division 1 campaign. Did take a bit of a break from the world of CTL after Season 29, but is now back. And back with a vengeance. It is Akatu. So, Merlando, you've seen both of these players play a lot, I'm sure. What is your sort of view going into this match? Because, I mean, they have played each other regularly in the past few months, but Akatu has sort of shown consistent improvement as of recent, especially since he came back off a bit of a comp break. And of course, Sam also been very strong. So what's your view going into this?
Yeah, I really think that this is one of the closest matchups that we can have here in this Division 1 here. Sam getting really high up here.
Yeah, we'll say that, but let's see if Sam can get out of this. Oh, doesn't get that L piece over! Oh, no, that's not how we want to start. Sam topping out at 145. Didn't even mention it because I really thought he was going to get out of that. But unfortunately not to be. Akatu will take the opening game here. 2-1 Tetris. Both players received high ranks in the most recent edition of the community-driven Premier Poll, which ranks the current best players of Classic Tetris based off of their recent form and game performances. Sam was ranked 9th with over 300 points given from various votes. Akatu ranked 13th, has been consistently being ranked around the top 15 as of recent. I believe that 13th is the highest rank he has held. Sam setting up a dirty Tetris here, but needing an L piece on the left to burn down with, but not quite getting it.
Yeah, it's been a rough early start here for Sam. First, that early top in game number 1. And now definitely ceding the pace here a little bit. Although dirty Tetris there
Yeah, so
on the right-hand side.
Yeah, so keeping the pressure up just a little bit on Akatu. It is currently neck and neck as things stand for a brief moment there, but yeah, pretty close out of the gate for both players, but Akatu with the stronger board and better scoring potential so far. 146 to 136. Akatu leads.
Yeah, going back to that premier poll, SV in 9th, one spot lower than in January, was 8th, and then Akatu was 15th, so moved up 2 spots in February. So our players getting a little bit closer together in terms of their rankings.
Yeah, I mean, the premier poll especially, things can shift in an instant because it sort of, as a pollster myself, a lot of what we look at is especially recent form and how they've been doing in the past 3 to 6 months, because of course things can shift over time and players can come and go, of course. But of course, Akatu with some really strong performances throughout Classic Tetris as of recent. Of course, after coming back off of a month or so comp break, got to round 4 of CTM Masters back in October. Also had a pretty deep run in November too, and of course has started out pretty decently in his return season to CTL. Of course, beating Knight, who has been consistently ranked as a top 10 player recently, and has had some strong performances of her own throughout this season so far. 288 for Akatu, 265 for SV, as we're now about 60 to 70 lines in here.
Yeah, but now it is SV with the better board. Akatu gonna be able to get out of this, but just continually burning lines here. Sam set up for another Tetris here. Akatu finally gonna burn out of this here for another Tetris, but very neck and neck here early on.
Yeah, this is what you were saying as well. We're probably expecting a pretty close match, and so far we are getting that in game 2. Tetris Akatu now to go up to 365. Both players with nice, clean boards so far. Nice delayed burn there from SV. Good setup with that flat Z piece. And we'll get another Tetris to go to 382, and we'll be the first to 400k with the back-to-back.
Yeah, SV really recovering here from the rough start. Gonna nail that Z-spin as well. So showing some really good board vision here with these delayed burns and spin setups.
Yeah, and that's something that's really important at this level. Not only, of course, just your raw stacking ability and your potential to score and your aggression, but being able to see openings and sort of, in addition to that, sort of see 4 or 5 multiple pieces into the future and try to accommodate as much as possible. It is a crucial skill to learn at all levels of Tetris. And a nice dirty column 3 there from SV. Akatu also with a Tetris. Both players in and around 500k now as we're about to gear up to the level 19 transition here shortly. Sam with a double long bar dependency, plugs one with a J piece, fills in the other with a bar. Akatu's board is clean. They're just waiting for the long bar to come. Bit of a small drought forming here for both players, but Akatu gets the bar not too long after and gets a Tetris and another Tetris to go in at 575. Sam's been liking the dirty Tetrises as of recent, and he's going for another. We'll transition in at 514.
Yeah, Sam doing a really good job here. Dirty Tetris there on the right side, couple rows off the bottom. But Akatu, really nice clean board here, set up for another Tetris. And we'll get it.
Tetris Akatu again, 660. Now ahead by 2 Tetrises over Sam at the moment.
Aktu does have well, with that Tetris, about 6-7 lines in hand here, but that's right around 2 Tetris's worth of scoring potential. So real time lead, but also increased pace lead as well.